Hi everybody, so we're back. It's going to be a 30-minute class today, and this is going to be a mini version of the Beachy Yoga with ROXY class that I taught. So it's just kind of not as much breaking down. We're just going to kind of get to it right away. We're going to do our best we can with this one, the terror dog. You got to get out of the way, buddy. All right, so on that note, go ahead and start in child's pose. And to do that, you're going to bring your knees wider than your hips, bring your toes together, and sit back and let your forehead come to the mat. And it's okay if your seat doesn't come onto your heels. Yes, thank you for helping. If this is uncomfortable, just lie on your back and hug your knees to your chest. But stay here for a moment and breathe. Good, and then you're going to start to walk your hands off the left side of the mat. So both hands come over to the left, so you start to get a subtle right side body stretch. I'm going to turn so you guys can see. I got the dog in the way. Walk the hands back through center, and then we're just going to go to the other side. So you're going to walk the hands to the right to start to get a left side body stretch. Good, and then walk the hands back to center, and you're going to start to come up to tabletop position. So you're going to be on your hands and knees, shoulders over elbows over wrists. Splay the fingers out nice and flat on the mat. Hips above the knees, ankle behind the knees, and let's do a few rounds of cat-cow here. We're going to inhale, drop the belly, lift the seat bones, lift the chin. And then exhale, tuck the tailbone, push the mat away, tuck the chin to the chest, kiss the bulldog. Thank you for your help. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the hips. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, push the mat away. Good, again, inhale, lift the hips, lift the chest, lift the chin, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, push the mat away, chin to the chest. Good, and then come back to neutral. You're gonna extend your right leg behind you and your left arm before you. Look forward, get nice and long here, really, really reach, and then exhale, you're gonna tuck the knee and the elbow. And you can arch the back again. And then inhale, reach. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, reach. Go ahead and bring that left hand down. Tap the right toes down to the ground, and you're gonna roll onto your left knee, left hand, and you're gonna reach your right arm up towards the sky. And so you can kind of play with where your foot placement is to make a wider, more stable base, or if you wanna be more in line, be more in line. And if you want a little bit extra side body stretch, reach that right arm forward. And you'll feel a big stretch through the right side, whole right side of your body. Good, keep pressing into the left hand, keep lifting the left side of the body. And then you're gonna look down, and you're gonna bring both hands down to the mat, and move around the bulldog that likes to stay right in the way. All right, we're gonna go ahead and extend the left leg this time. Reach the right arm forward, get nice and long here, look forward, big breath in, exhale, tuck. Inhale, reach, exhale, tuck. Inhale, reach, exhale, tuck. Inhale, reach. Right hand comes down to the mat. Tap the left toes down, and this time you're gonna roll onto your right knee and your right arm and reach your left hand up towards the sky. Good, so find that side plank there. It's a modified side plank. And then if you want, you can get that extra stretch by reaching that left arm forward, bringing that left bicep by the ear, getting nice and long. Great. Beautiful, and then look down, bring both hands down to the mat, both knees down to the mat. You're gonna have your hands slightly forward to your shoulders. You're gonna curl the toes under and press up and back into down dog. Sorry, buddy, you gotta go. All right, so we've got our hands and feet on the mat. Now, if all the weight feels like it's in your arms, walking your feet a little bit closer so it's more evenly balanced. But just take a second, heel toe, shake the head yes and no. Try to stay with the yes, let's be positive. Keep pressing the chest back towards your upper thighs, but keep the shoulders engaged. Good. Take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, you're just gonna walk your feet forward towards your hands at the top of the mat. And find a forward folding bend here and just hang here. Don't worry about straight legs. You can just be super loosey-goosey if you want. If you like to sway, sway. If you like to grab opposite elbows, whatever feels right here. But let that head hang nice and heavy. Resist the urge to always be looking forward. Good. And then you're gonna bend your knees. And I want your feet about hips width apart because it's gonna help with your balance, but you're gonna bend your knees so much that your torso is gonna rest on your thighs. And you're gonna wrap your arms around behind your legs to grab opposite elbows. Let your head drop. So the crown of the head is moving towards that space between your feet, and you're gonna start to lift your tailbone. So don't jam the knees back, lift the tailbone while the crown of the head moves down. And your legs very likely will not go straight, and that's okay because we're just trying to get actively engaged in the muscles. This is a muscular expression, not a skeletal expression. Good. And if you get a tremble, that's good because that means those muscles are firing and you're gonna warm up nice and quickly. Good, and then bend the knees, let the arms hang, let the head hang, and you're gonna roll up one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. Good, roll the shoulders back. And then here we go. We're gonna bend the knees, we're gonna get nice and low. We're gonna get into chair pose, aka angry bear pose. We're gonna go through all the bears right now. So we have angry bear, we're squatting, things are firing up. Fur coat, Florida, it's hot. Angry bear. Angrier bear, let's come up on the tippy toes. Keep sinking the booty back. Arms are reaching forward. Fur coat, Florida, hot. Now there's sand spurs getting into his heels. All right, angriest bear of all. Pelican on the back of his head. Pull those elbows back, keep squatting and sinking. Let things fire. I know things are burning. I know it because I feel it too. So just stay with it, we're gonna get warm. Take a big breath in, exhale. Oh, full forward, let it go. We are done with that. Oh. All right, I'm gonna turn back to the front of the mat. You probably already are facing the front of your mat. Start to put a little bend in the knees and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders back. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Let the shoulders come back into the sockets. And I want you to use your right hand to grab your left wrist and draw yourself over to the right-hand side to get a big left side body stretch. Remember to keep the left shoulder in the socket and resist the urge to pop the left hip out. You want to keep the hips square. Good. Inhale back up to center. Left hand grabs right wrist. Draw yourself over to the left-hand side. So same thing, I want you to ground evenly through all four corners of both feet. I want you to keep your hips aligned and that right shoulder relaxing down your back. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, pull the elbows back, puff out the chest. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. I'm turning so you can see. And then exhale, we're gonna hinge at the hips, come all the way down to a forward folding bend. So your hands might touch the mat or they can come to your shins. Don't be so connected to having to touch the mat. I would rather have you have a very nice long spine than be curling over and forcing yourself into a position just to make a shape. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hands come to the mat. You're gonna step the right foot back and you're gonna tap the right knee down to the mat. And I want you to drop into the lunge. And when you do that, as your hips drop, I want you to look forward and let your shoulders come back. So we don't want to curl those shoulders over the chest. We want to keep them back. And if that means you got to be up here to allow your shoulders to open up, then you're up here. It's totally fine. You're going to have a different day every day. Good, then we're gonna exhale. We're gonna start to straighten both legs. The left leg might not go perfectly straight, but I want you to fold over that leg. And then tap down, inhale. Exhale, straighten. Tap down, inhale. Exhale, straighten. So you see my leg's not going straight. I'm definitely not warm right now, so. I also worked out. Good. Now, from here, I want you to turn your back right foot flat. You're gonna bring your left hand to your left shin, and you're gonna start to rotate your right arm up towards the sky while straightening the left leg. And as you're here, keep extending the crown of the head away from the tailbone, trying to make your torso as long as possible as we fold over here. All right, right arm's reaching for the sky. We're gonna inhale, start to slide up. Exhale, slide back down to triangle. So see that arm's not moving on top. It's always reaching, inhaling up for the sky. And then exhale, slide back down. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, slide up. Exhale, slide down and hold. Good, keep getting long through the torso. And then look forward. You're gonna put a slight bend in that left knee. You're gonna bring both hands down to the mat and turn onto the ball of the right foot, okay? And you wanna have your left foot on the left railroad track and your right foot on the right railroad track. You don't want both feet in line on a balance beam. You wanna have a nice wide base here as you push into your left foot to come up to a lunge. So just bring your hands to your hips, and I want you to bend the back knee and pull your ribs above your hips. So if you have a tendency to straighten that leg and your chest puffs out and you come out of alignment, just keep a little bit of a bend in that knee. It just means you're feeling a little tight through the front of the hip today. We're gonna reach the arms up and overhead. Now everybody's gonna bend their knee. And left knee's bent, right knee's bent. We're going to inhale, pull our elbows back like we did in the beginning of class, puff out the chest, and straighten the right leg. And then as we exhale, we're gonna curl the ribs and the hips together and reach forward. So that doesn't look like you're forward over your left thigh. You're still in the same position, but you're crunching the ribs and hips together. So you're crunching your abs. And here we go. We're gonna pull the elbows back, straighten the leg, puff out the chest. You can look up, you can look forward, or curl, bend the right knee, ribs and hips together. One more time, inhale, reach back. Exhale, curl, keep the right knee bent. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Hand comes down, step the right foot forward to meet the left, and just hang here for a second. Good. And then inhale, reverse swan dive, come all the way up, up, up. Exhale, draw the hands through heart center. Let's find the opposite side. You stay where you are. I'm gonna come to this side so you can see better. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, pray or swan dive down, whatever you're feeling this morning. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, step the left foot back this time. Tap the left knee down to the mat. And so same thing, I want you to drop your hips into the lunge. And while you do that, look forward and roll the shoulders back to open up the chest. And then we're gonna straighten that right leg. Fold over it, or straightenish. Straightenish is totally appropriate. And then tap the left knee down. Inhale it forward. Drive the right knee forward. And now let's go ahead and fold again. Good. And let's tap the left knee down, drop into our lunge, open up the chest. And then let's go ahead and straighten this last time. Turn that back left foot flat, right hand to the right shin, left arm reaches for the sky this time. So same thing, that right hip pulls back so we can lengthen through the right side as well as the left side. This left hand's always gonna reach for the sky. Inhale, slide up, up, up. Exhale, slide down. Good. Inhale, slide up. Exhale, slide down. One more time. Inhale, slide up. Exhale, slide down. Find that triangle once more. Good, and then look down, slight bend in the knees. Both hands come to the mat. Turn onto the ball of the left foot. Make sure that you have that nice wide stance. And then we're gonna put all that energy pressing into the right foot as we start to come up into our lunge. Hands come to the hips. Just play with bending that back knee, pulling your ribs above your hips. Good, and then we're gonna bring the arms up and overhead. Everybody's gonna bend the back left knee. And then we're gonna inhale, pull the elbows back, puff out the chest, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend the left knee, curl the ribs and hips together. Good, inhale, pull the elbows back, puff. Exhale, curl the ribs and hips together. Resist the urge to throw your torso over your right thigh. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, curl. Keep the left knee bent, reach the arms up and overhead. Big breath in, hands come down, left foot steps forward to meet the right. Find yourself in a forward folding bend. Hang out here. And then inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, draw the hands through heart center. Good, so I'm gonna go to the other side so you can see. We're gonna go through all of that a little bit quicker, and then we're gonna move on. So, Tadasana. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, pray or swan dive down. I'm in a narrower space, so I'm praying. Inhale, look forward. Hands can be on the shins as you come up halfway. Exhale, hands come down. Step the right foot back. Tap the right knee down. Drop into the lunge. Inhale. Exhale, straighten and fold. Tap the knee down. Inhale. Exhale, straighten and fold. Tap the right knee down. Inhale. Exhale, straighten and fold. Back right foot turns flat. Left hand to left shin. Right arm reaches for the sky. Find your triangle first. Find the length on the left side of the body as much as the right. And then inhale up, reach. Exhale, slide. Inhale up. Exhale, slide. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, slide. Find triangle once more. Keep pressing into that back right foot. And then look down. Both hands come to the mat. Turn onto the ball of the right foot. Nice wide stance. Press up into lunge. We're gonna bring the arms up and overhead and bend the right knee right away. Inhale, pull the elbows back, straighten the right leg. Exhale, crunch. Woo, balance. Inhale, puff out the chest. Exhale, crunch. One more time. Inhale, reach or puff. Exhale, crunch. Right knee stays bent. Reach the arms up and overhead. Hands come down. Right foot steps forward to meet the left. Inhale, come up halfway. Hands on the shins, get long. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reverse swan dive, up, up, up. Exhale, draw the hands through heart center. Let's get the other side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pray or swan dive down. I'm going to the other side. You stay where you are. Good. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step that left foot back. Left knee to the mat. Drop the hips. Lunge. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, fold. Back foot turns flat. Right hand to right shin. Left arm reaches. Pull the right hip back. Crown of the head moves away from the tailbone. Here we go. Inhale, slide up. Exhale, slide down. Inhale, slide up. Really slow and controlled. Be very slow through the transitions and not worry about getting to the destination. This is our last one. We're sliding and holding. Looking down. Both hands come down. Bend that knee. Come onto the ball of the left foot. Get that nice wide base. Press into the right foot. As we come all the way up, inhale the arms up, bend the left knee. Pull the elbows back, straighten the left leg, puff. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, puff. Exhale, crunch. One more time, inhale, puff. Exhale, crunch. Left knee stays bent. Arms up and overhead. Hands come down. Step the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, halfway up, hands on the shins. Exhale, slide back down into your bend. Inhale, reverse swan dive, up, up, up. Exhale, draw the hands through heart center. Here we go. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward folding bend. You're gonna step your right foot back, so I'm gonna mirror you, and you're gonna walk towards the right side of the mat to turn the feet parallel. So you should have your feet wide on the mat, feet are parallel, hands are forward. Good, go ahead and just bring your hands to your hips and come all the way up. So feet are gonna be parallel or pigeon-toed, not heels and toes out. Pigeon-toed or parallel, okay? Hands on the hips, roll the shoulders back, inhale, big breath. Exhale, hinge at the hips, lean out and over, keep going. And as the head drops, then you can bring your hands down to the mat. Let your head drop completely. And you can bring your feet wider or narrower here to find something that feels suitable to you in this moment. So take that moment to do that. Hands are directly under the shoulders. And I want you to feel almost as if you're gonna roll forward. And I want that deliberate sensation, so your quadriceps will engage to keep you balanced, which means your hamstrings, you can get a deeper stretch. It's called reciprocal inhibition. Good. And then inhale, look forward. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, come all the way up. We're gonna keep the hands on the hips, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, look up. Exhale again, hinge out and over. And then let the head drop. Roll the shoulders back as if you were gonna touch your elbows or your shoulder blades behind you. And let the head hang. So resist that urge to look forward. I understand if you need to look forward at the screen, but then let that head come back down. Keep rolling the shoulders back. And I still want you to feel as if you're going to roll forward. Like you're a little bit too forward, but you're still in balance. Good, pull yourself up by the elbows, inhaling. Good, I will give you choices. Choice 1, interlace fingers, roll the shoulders back. Choice 2, press the fingers together, roll the shoulders back. Choice 3, opposite elbows. And then you can also do choice 4, reverse prayer, just depending upon how you feel through your shoulders, how open you are. Most people like the interlaced fingers or pressing the fingers together. But you're gonna go ahead and roll the shoulders back once more. Look up, inhale, exhale, lean out with the chin in the chest. Don't worry about lifting the hands off the body yet. Just find the forward folding bend. And then I want you to start to press the fingers together or lift the elbows off your lower back. But when you do so, keep rolling your shoulders back instead of letting them collapse forward, because that means you might be going too high with the hands or the elbows. So I want it where the shoulders can still come back. We're opening up through the chest. You're gonna start to press the hands together as you come all the way up. Ooh. Prasarita Padottanasana D, the last one we're doing. Hands come to the outsides of the thighs. Roll the shoulders back, inhale, look up. Exhale, hinge at the hips as you slide the hands down the outsides of the legs. And eventually we're gonna come down to our forward folding bend, and you can end with your ankles, the outsides of your feet. You could grab your big toes with your peace fingers and thumbs. You could be up on your shins. Wherever your bend ends, I want everybody to inhale, look forward, and then as you exhale, you're gonna let your elbows come out and let the head drop. And you can even use the hands to guide you very gently, but a little bit deeper into the posture. And with those elbows out, you can slide those shoulders away from your ears so you're not shrugging your shoulders and enhancing stress that already exists there. Good. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, come all the way up. Beautiful. We're going to turn towards the front of the mat. Both hands come down. The left foot's going to step back to meet the right. We're going to find our down dog once more. And then we're going to bend our knees, and we're really slowly and controlled and carefully going to start to bring the knees down to the mat. But we're going to almost hover there for a second. Almost. And then the knees come down. You can cross the ankles and come all the way back to seated. We're almost done, folks. Yo. All right. Legs are straight and forward. You're pressing your legs into the mat. Inhale the arms up and overhead. We're gonna come out and over, 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 as far as you can go without using your hands to pull you. You're just using your strength. This is active movement. And then once you find that spot where you're just not going anymore, then you can let the hands come down. Shins, ankles, toes, wherever it might be for you today. But I always want the crown of the head coming out and over. And so it's less about curling the arms over the chest and more about just a nice, lovely, straight spine. And if that means that you're not reaching your toes, it's okay. It's something to look forward to. Don't be so fixed on the toes. Good. Take a big breath in. Exhale, ragdoll. Good. And then start to slowly walk the hands back towards you. You can lean back, give them a shake. We're gonna go straight into a wide-legged forward bend. So you're gonna have your knees and toes pointing towards the sky. You're gonna press your legs into the mat and sit nice and tall, and then just walk forward. And if you are hypermobile, you're probably able to come all the way down. I am not. This is about as far as I go. So this is a posture that I have to do like every single day, and this is it. So just be okay with like where your body is, because there's things that are gonna come to you very easily and naturally, and there's other things that are gonna be a little bit more of a challenge and might not ever be accessible in the same way you see it in somebody else's body. So that's just the cool part of all of us being unique, right? Okay, so you're gonna start to walk your hands over to the right-hand side, and you're gonna reach for that right leg. Make sure that the left hip is staying grounded. Sometimes it might wanna creep over with you, but keep them both down and rotate your chest towards that right leg. You can look towards your toes, you can look down at the knee, you can look at the camera, you can look wherever you want. And just do something appropriate for your neck and make sure that you're keeping that spine long. Good, we'll walk back through center. And keep going to the left leg. So same thing, is that right hip coming with you or is it staying grounded? Good. And we're gonna come back to center, find a little bit more length in the center or see if any more length is available after going to both sides. And then we're gonna walk the hands back. You can put them behind you and lean into them as you slide them together and give them a shake. And then you're gonna bend your knees. You're gonna hook your hands under your knees. You're gonna look back and make sure that when you roll down, your head's gonna land on your mat. And you're just gonna come down one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. Ah, so good. Okay, we're gonna do one bridge pose. So you're gonna bring your heels as close to your glutes as is suitable for your knees. Arms are gonna be at the sides, and you're gonna press the hips up. So keep pressing the hips up, and you're gonna feel the weight on the back of the head and the shoulders. I want you to keep your gaze at the ceiling and just listen to me and not look over. If you do look over, come down. I don't want you to turn your head with weight on your neck. So you're looking up, you're pressing your hips up. Good. Keep pulling the belly in and keep enough of the chin off the chest that you can still breathe, because breathing is good. We kind of need to do it. Take another big breath in, exhale. This time you're gonna bring the arms up and overhead and let them fall to rest behind you. And you're just gonna roll down very slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Nice and easy. And eventually the tailbone's gonna come down. And I want you to bring your feet as wide as your mat, so the outer edge of the feet line, outer edge is the mat. It's okay, it's knee tapping. Both knees are gonna drop over to the right, and gaze can be over the left shoulder. You can have your hands on your heart and belly. You can bring your arms out wide. You can have cactus arms. If you want a little bit more stretch through the left side, you can even place your right foot on top of your left knee. It's up to you. Good. Turn your gaze up towards the sky. Unhook the foot if it's hooked. Come back to center. Realign your spine if you need to. And then we're gonna bring both knees over to the left-hand side this time. Option to turn the gaze over the right shoulder. And just remember, if you want that little bit more, you can bring that left foot on top of that right knee. Good. Gaze comes up to center. Unhook the foot if you've hooked it. Bring the knees back up to center. Give yourself a little hug here. Feel that lower back lengthen. Now, if you want to do happy baby pose, you can follow me. If you're happy with this, you can stay here. You can also put your legs up and do waterfall pose. But if you want happy baby, you're going to bring your hands to the inside, your arms to the insides of your knees, and you're going to be from over the tops of the feet to reach the outsides. So like a lot of people get crazy here. I want you to come inside over the tops and reach the outside of the feet. And then you're gonna stack the ankle above the knee and draw the knees down as if you were gonna touch them to either side of the mat. Now you can stay here, or if you like to rock, like a happy baby in a crib would, then go ahead and happy baby it out. But if you like to stay still, that's cool too. If you are here, or even if you're hugging your knees, I want you to think about keeping your spine very long and your shoulders back on the mat.
So whatever that looks like for you, it's going to look different for all of us. So I want you to be able to feel the lengthening and not worry about what it looks like compared to what it looks like on me. We're going to look different. Good. If you're in happy baby, release, hug the knees. If you're still hugging the knees, go ahead and everybody bring your forehead towards them. A little bit of a crunch here. And then you're going to let all the way back. You're going to let your legs go long. You're going to let your arms come to your sides. And just scan your body with each exhale. You just have a quick moment to rest. And so if you have more time, you are welcome to stay here. If you're doing this class because you're in a rush, I want you to go ahead and start to turn onto your side, whatever side you prefer. And then you're very slowly going to push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Sitting tall, eyes closed, hands on knees, lap, heart center in prayer. Take a big breath in. Hold the breath, lower the head to heart. Just sealing in this moment of calm. And then lift the chin, exhale, let go. Lift the sides of the mouth into a smile. Blink the eyes open. Namaste. Thanks for joining me for class, and thank you for allowing Gunnar to help. Have a good one. Bye.